Phishing is a big problem. It costs customers and banks time and money, and most importantly, trust and engagement. Customers miss important messages and valuable offers. This is because current anti phishing solutions are weak. My friend Bob was recently cheated with this phishing message that Gmail did not stop. He lost money. He had to have his account numbers of the bank changed. Costly for Bob and costly for the bank. As I mentioned, Gmail didn't stop that phishing attack, but my company does. We have invented a new patent pending secure messaging platform called Binbox that kills phishing. It's a bold claim that I will prove shortly in my demo. Amazingly, my 85-year-old father actually came up with the core idea. He said, it should not be so easy for hackers to send me a message. I have two email addresses. Why can't I require that senders use both? Only those who know me will be able to do so. If you think about it, this is such a simple yet powerful idea. It forces senders to prove their relationship with recipients using addressing. Sadly, email doesn't work this way. Neither does SMS nor WhatsApp, but Binbox does. We call this multi-factor addressing, multiple addresses to reach a single recipient. It's easy for legitimate senders. It's impossible for hackers. Now, we're going to demo Binbox using just plain command line tools. This is sort of what engineers do, and I'm one. Don't worry though, it's actually going to be super simple, but we just wanted to show you the details and power in Binbox. So let's get started. First with addressing. Binbox users can have an unlimited number of addresses which are easily created at the click of a button. And as you can see, not only do we have an address created for a demo user called Bob, along with the address, we have crypto keys that will be used for end-to-end encryption, which we'll see shortly. Now imagine that there's a hacker who has gotten a hold of Bob's Binbox address, and this hacker wants to send Bob a phishing message, the same one that he sent in Gmail. So let's go ahead and do that right now. He's sending the message, and here we go. He tried to send it to Bob's Binbox address, ignore the complexity, but he sends it to this address, and he immediately gets back an error message from the system that says, hey, if all you know about Bob is this single address, I'm not going to allow you to send him this message. Prove to me that you know him. Gmail did not stop this phishing attack, but Binbox just did. Now let's act as Bob's bank. Bob has previously provided his bank a set of addresses to use so that the bank can easily send messages to Bob. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's send Bob a message, say his monthly statement. And okay, so that finished. Let me walk you through it. In the to list, notice that you can see the set of addresses that the bank is using to reach Bob. This set of addresses is the multi-factor address set, and it represents proof of the relationship between the bank and Bob. Every address in this set must belong to Bob in order for this message to be delivered to him. This is completely different than email, where if you have multiple addresses in the to list, if you remember, it gets delivered to different inboxes. Okay? Also, a crypto puzzle got generated, and this crypto puzzle ensures that only Bob can actually view this message. So now let's go and become Bob and receive the message as follows. And as you can see, the message comes from the bank. It's got a subject, it's got attachments, it's got content. You can have multiple MIME type parts and so on and so forth. Now Bob is happy because he's able to view the content without fear of phishing. The bank is happy because Bob trusts and engages with the content more. Great for customers and great for banks. So now let's discuss why Binbox anti-phishing is so effective. You see, unlike other systems, where the hacker could get a large number of Binbox of addresses and send out messages to each one. He can't do that in Binbox because, as you saw earlier, Binbox will stop those messages instantly. Instead, what the hacker has to do is figure out address combinations that belong to users. And that's an incredibly hard problem. If there are just, say, 300,000 users inside the system with 1 million addresses, and say 3 are required to send a message, the number of address combinations is a staggering 1 quintillion, which is 1 followed by 18 zeros. And that number rises dramatically as the number of users rises. This is why it's impossible for hackers to guess user addresses, and this is why Binbox is so effective at fighting phishing. Binbox is the world's first secure messaging platform that is phishing-free. It's great for customers and great for banks in terms of saving time, money, and increasing trust and engagement. Binbox is now available as a SaaS platform with simple APIs. You can actually embed messaging right into your own platforms, your own apps, or use ours. Integration is super simple either way. And beyond anti-phishing, Binbox has many remarkable features. It's designed as a protocol, end-to-end encryption, rich addressing, disappearing messages, alternate relationship-proof mechanisms, sealed messages, and more. Now, I'd like to conclude this talk with a big thank you to my 85-year-old civil engineering dad for coming up with this core idea. It's pretty remarkable, isn't it? His example shows me that new ideas can come from any field, and new ideas can come from at any age. Thank you.